Hey there, Matt Wargo from ABC News Digital inside Grand Central Terminal today for a pretty cool event. Check it out. A big cube sitting here in Vanderbilt Hall. It's for the J.P. Morgan Tournament of Champions. And to find out more about this, come over and meet my pal, Nick Matthew, a world champion of a sport called squash. If you've never heard about it, like myself, we're here to learn more. So Nick, what's it like playing inside Grand Central?
It's unique, that's for sure. The atmosphere, you know, as squash players, we play all around the world, but this is the one that everyone looks forward to. You know, we feel like rock stars out there on a stage, and it does the sports profile no end of good playing here right in the middle of the busiest train station probably in the world.
Yeah, you see a lot of people walking by and taking pictures behind us there. Does that kind of intimidate you or throw you off when you're playing on the court?
It's just absolutely spectacular playing this venue. You know, the first time you're on there takes a little bit of getting used to. Obviously, this is packed out in the evenings. You know, they're standing probably 10 deep at the front there. People are missing their trains because they're grabbing a little bit.
I was just going to ask you that actually.
So, yeah.
Anybody running by, this is New York, you know, Metro North running, I got to get my train, but you're playing.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the game of squash. It's become really popular, right? And I can only imagine that having this type of venue kind of gets more eyeballs on the sport.
That's the whole idea behind it, you know, take the sport out to the public. You know, there's so many squash clubs in the city of New York, but obviously, you know, they are in buildings behind closed doors. This is bringing it out to the general public. The game of squash is basically, you know, two players on there. Just like tennis, you've got to try and make the ball bounce twice before your opponent can get it. We play best of 5 games, so first to 3 games, and we play first to 11 points in each game. At 10-all, you play a tie-break, so you have to win by 2, so that can get a little bit dramatic at that time.
And how did you get involved with squash?
I got into squash probably through my parents. They used to play when I was younger, so when I was about 8 years old, I took it up. I played a bit of tennis too, and just loved the buzz of squash. You know, it's sort of like chess at 1,000,000 miles an hour, really. So you've got that challenge of, it challenges everything. You know, your physicality, your mentality, your technique, tactics play a big role as well. And there's no such thing as a perfect game, so I'm still striving for that even at 35.
And you, my friend, are a world champion, and you're an Englishman. England is the birthplace of squash, right? So it must make you all that more proud that you are able to become a world champion over again.
I mean, it's been fantastic. You know, the sport is a big sport in England, but even in England, we're still trying to grow the sport, you know, take it to venues like this. And that's what, you know, on our tour, we played in Hong Kong Harbour, we played in front of the pyramids in Cairo. Egypt are a big dominant force in squash currently as well. In England, we've played in train station Liverpool Street in London, in my hometown in Sheffield, in the Crucible Theatre, which is a big theatre. So these sort of venues are going to help grow our sport. And yesterday we had Kids Day, hundreds of kids down, which shows the popularity is growing all over the States.
And how accessible is squash, not only here, but maybe around the world? Maybe it's a sport that we don't necessarily hear of a lot, or it's a sport that's kind of played in clubs and you walk into the room sometimes through the little door, right?
Yeah.
So this must be awesome just to be playing here in this type of environment.
Well, the sport is just getting more and more accessible all the time. You know, traditionally, Commonwealth countries, sort of like England, Australia, Pakistan, were the dominant forces in squash. Now you're seeing emerging markets like the States, South America, Eastern Europe and Asia are now big you know, growth areas in squash. We've seen in the States, you know, the junior tournaments now. The US Junior Open is now the biggest junior tournament in the world. Kids from all over the world come to play in it. Urban squash programs as well, taking squash all over. I think there's 20 or 30 urban programs around the States now, which takes it into underprivileged kids and provide education alongside squash and help get kids into college. And squash is proving a very popular sport from grassroots right up to the elite game now.
So you're 35, I'm 26. You're in a heck of a lot better shape
So
than I am, man. You're nice
me.
and lean, everything. How do you stay interested in the game for this long? I know your interest being a dad. You like film and music. Do you have any good songs that you like to rock out to when you hit the squash court? Help you stay in shape at 35?
Anything by Kings of Leon.
Okay.
I think, you know, a Bowie track would be appropriate today. Obviously, David Bowie, a bit of an icon. We lost him today, so it'd be nice to come out to him, you know, in the next round. But it's the type of sport that you know, it's a gladiatorial sport, so anything rocky, anything with a beat coming out to. And as I said, there's no such thing. You're always striving for the perfect game.
Great.
So I'm still going for that one.
Let's get inside that cube and play a little round, all right?
Yeah.
So what do I need to know as we're heading inside? What are some ground rules for my first time inside the cube?
So the first thing is probably the grip. You want to try and hold the racket like it's, you know, like you're shaking hands with somebody.
Okay.
So you're going to grip it not too hard, not too soft,
Okay.
but so you're going to put that thumb just round a little bit, so you're getting a good getting a good grip. That's
What
the
is
first
what is
most
this little
important
ball
thing.
here? Do I need to know anything about that?
That it's not the one you're going to play with.
Okay.
Not the one you're going to hit, but that's probably just to dampen a little bit of vibration on the
Gotcha.
strings, maybe, so you don't get that
All
tennis
right,
elbow.
let's go in.
But after you.
All right. Look at this.
So
Grand Central playing squash. This is awesome.
if you're playing the game of squash for the first time, this is a very tough venue.
Yes, of course.
There's a lot
I mean, I see
going
the
on.
people. I see how that can be
There's a lot
intimidating
going
or
on.
throw you off. A little
Can
shake
be
it.
distracting, and we've got a white ball on here as well. When you're
All right.
playing a normal club, you play with a black ball because the
Okay.
walls are white. So this is very different. Normally you have to warm that up, but we've been fortunate. One of the Egyptian players has been keeping that warm for us, so it should bounce a lot. So it's probably the opposite from tennis. So in tennis, you usually start low and you finish high.
Okay.
Whereas in squash, you want to get that racket up nice and early for the early preparation,
Okay.
and then come down on the ball when you hit it.
Okay. And
So-
I'm seeing blue lines. I want to hit it right at that nice JP Morgan logo, or am I going
so
for
blue line. So every time you start a point, you have to have one foot in this box.
Okay.
And I'm going to be serving it to you, and I have to land my serve above that middle line,
Okay.
and it has to land back in this back quarter.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to return serve maybe about here, so you're dominating this area.
Okay.
Okay. And after that, everywhere is good. So you
Okay.
can use the sidewall. The ball has to go above the bottom line, which is called the tin.
Okay.
And within the outlines.
All right.
But then the rest is fair game.
Awesome. And when does play stop? What makes us ready to serve another ball?
If I hit a shot, say for example, I hit that and you didn't get that ball back before it bounced
That's
twice.
going to be happening a lot, by the way.
That
Not being
would
able
be-
to get the ball.
That would be my point.
Okay.
Occasionally there's one or two collisions. You've got two big guys on the court, so
Yep.
usually if you collide, then you replay the point again.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, let's give this
I'm
a
going to
go.
let you serve.
Oh boy.
I'll give you
All
the
right,
honour.
I
So
got
1 foot in the box.
1 foot in the box.
And you're going to try and get it above that middle line, back into this back
And do I
quadrant.
bounce it and then hit it, or
No,
what am I
just
doing?
on the volley.
All right.
Just like in tennis. That's it. There you go. So now we're in the point. Oh, that was just down, but it was close. So that was an ambitious shot on your first rally to go for a drop shot. Okay?
That's what I like.
So that would be 1-0 for me.
All right.
So this area is called the tee.
The tee, okay.
So that's the centre of the court. So usually after you hit each shot, you try to get back, unless the ball is in the way, you try to get back to this area, so then
Okay.
it's easy for you to cover.
And what about, you say that, but what about when I see a lot of guys back here and you guys are just going back and forth right in this corner?
I think a lot of people rally down that backhand side because people are strong on the forehand and they've got
Okay.
a lot of power. So they sort of build around, like I said, it's tactical. They're playing chess, waiting for that opportunity to pounce, really.
Okay.
And keeping the ball close. If you keep the ball close to the sidewall, the opponent can be trying to scrape it off and you can force a weak return.
Gotcha. All right.
So that's 1-0, 1-0.
One love. Here we go. I
All
want to
right.
get one from a world champ.
Lucky.
hit the tin.
So take a full swing.
Ah.
Take a full swing next time. So now you're going to change sides.
All right.
So I serve on this side now. Oh, unlucky.
That was very embarrassing. I'm just going to hide my face in shame here.
So your head was moving there. Keep your eyes still. So stand facing maybe the other way. So you're going to stand like that. That's it.
Stand like this?
That's better.
Okay.
Yeah. Take a swing. That's it. And again on the forehand. That's it. And again. Oh, lucky. That was better though.
That's a whole lot of whiff right there.
That was better. So you can see once you get into a few points, it's quite hard work. You
Yes.
burn a lot of calories in this sport.
Of course.
Okay, couple more. Oh, we'll play on though. We'll call that good. I didn't see
Went for
it.
the chandelier there, huh?
There you go. Watch those chandeliers in Grand Central. They're expensive. Go move your feet. Well done. And try backhand now. Try backhand. Well done. And again. Hit it over there. Hit it away from me. You've got to get me moving. So that bounced twice, but that's okay. Oh, unlucky.
Whole lot of whiff.
Good rally.
I don't think there's any room for whiffers on that bracket up there.
Okay, switch sides. You're getting better each point.
Here we go. The only thing I'm getting is out of breath, man.
Oh!
Got me jammed up in the corner.
So that's the difference when you play tennis, is obviously you've got the sidewalls, so you can use them in squash. So the ball has to hit the front, but you can use the side first, or if you're really under pressure, you can hit the ball to off the back as well. That's usually a defensive shot.
Let me just point out, I'm out of breath. He's telling stories like it's bedtime over here, nice and calm and quiet. All right, let's serve it up again.
So when you get a grip of it, you've got to keep me moving. You got to hit it away from me if you can. Get me moving like I'm getting you moving, all right? Oh, lucky. Try again. Let's play a let on that one. The referee didn't call the score. Oh, lucky. And again.
I'm glad the world is going to see this. This is wonderful.
That's better. Well done. Move those feet. Well done. Right, I'm going to test you with a full speed one in a minute. Ready?
Oh, jeez. Whoa! Forget that one. That's not going anywhere.
So what you're doing really well is you're moving your feet to the ball, and then just as you hit it, the key is just to move your feet quickly and then stay still just as you hit it, because if you're moving as you hit it, then that's when you're going to lose all control. Yeah, exactly. So you got to move quick, and then just a fraction of a second stillness when you hit the shot. That's better. See the difference? Go, 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 go. Oh. So push forward to that tee after every shot.
All right.
And again, still when you hit it. Well done. Oh, lucky. Come on, you've got to get 1 point.
All right, 1 point.
Oh, that was the whiff again.
Woo! I'm a whiffer.
That was the moving as you were hitting.
I can see how a white ball makes it all the much easier in here.
Oh, your point.
You gave it to me.
Well, you jammed me up against the sidewall here. So.
All right. One serve, hard serve, my try. You're going to blow it out of the park. It'll be up at 66 at ABC, but we'll have you return it.
And again.
What can I say? This is just.
Come on, you can't finish on that one. You got to finish on a good point. And again, come on. It's because you're out of breath.
Woo! I'm not even following the rules. I don't have a foot in the box.
1 foot in the box. You're doing fine. That's it. Ah. Oh, lucky.
I got to be the world's worst squash player.
It's your first time
playing the world's greatest, but it's accessible, right?
Yeah.
And that's what this is all about.
And it is. And a friend of mine, Chris Gordon, he's launched an initiative called Public Squash as well.
Great.
So he's
here in the States or
here
just
in
abroad?
New York. So he's going to be the first one. So there's going to be courts out in public parks where people can come when the weather's obviously a little bit better. You can come and you can play squash outdoors in the open, in the parks, and so that's a good little project as well to make the sport more accessible, like you say.
Great, and this is here through the 14th, through Thursday of this week. When's your next match, Nick?
Tomorrow night. I'm late tomorrow night, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll still be here on Thursday.
There's a nice thing here. Did you ever hear of Shake Shack? It's right down the court.
I know.
That's where I'm headed after this. I burn off enough calories for a nice burger and fries.
Friday, maybe. Friday for me.
All right, sounds good, my man. Nick, Matthew, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
This hit has been brought to you by the makers of your favorite brand of ibuprofen, because that's how I'm going to feel. I can't even get out of here. There we go. Whoop.
Pull.
Coming in. This has just been full of embarrassments of gaffes, but that's what this is all about. For ABC News Digital, I'm Matt Wargo here in beautiful Grand Central Terminal.